Hi, you might be considering renting a beginner instrument from us, and if so, you might have been referred to this page so that you can have a look at the terms and conditions. So in this video, I'm going to quickly run through the terms and conditions just so that you can have a better idea about what each of them mean in case you had any questions. So let's have a look. The first question is just saying that by signing, you're agreeing to the terms and conditions as set out below. Number 2 is just acknowledging that the instrument remains at all times the property of the Sydney String Centre. So you are renting an instrument from us, you're not agreeing to buy the instrument from us, and we own it at all times. The third point is that any necessary repairs need to be done by the Sydney String Centre. That means that if something does go wrong or you do accidentally break the instrument, please just bring it back to us. We'll be more than happy to help you, and as you'll see in a moment, it's mostly covered by insurance. If you take it somewhere else or you try and repair it yourself, the insurance may not cover you for the repairs that you do, certainly if they result in further damage. So just any problems, bring it back to us at the Sydney String Centre. Okay, number 4. On the day that any outstanding payment is due, the nominated credit card will be charged in full for the next rental period. We're going to keep your credit card details securely while you're renting, and we'll just use those to charge you at any time when a payment falls due. The most important thing to note is that we do not prorate for early returns. So if you sign up for a 3-month contract and you're 2 months into the 3 months and you bring it back early, we're very sorry, but you do not get any refund for returning it early. So think very clearly, do you want to sign up for a monthly recurring contract or a quarterly recurring contract? You get a big discount for renting 3 months at a time, but that does mean that you can't just bring it back early and get a refund. So just take note of that. If the transaction is declined for any reason, there is a dishonoring fee of $5 that will be charged in addition to any outstanding amount. All you need to take note of is here, when the transaction is declined for any reason, our system automatically notifies you. It's super easy to just follow the links and update your credit card details and you will not be charged. This clause is in there because it does happen from time to time that people don't update their card details, or it's continuously declined, and there is a dishonoring fee for that. So just take note of that. Number 6 is that we will be storing your cards securely in accordance with privacy laws and will be used for the sole purpose of charging any amount as it falls due. It's the only way around this. I know that you may feel uncomfortable about leaving your credit card details with us. In that case, and I totally understand that. It's just that renting is not for you. So it's one of the main conditions that we have here. If you do want to rent, we do require to have a current credit card details on file, but they are secured and stored securely by a third party. Number 7 is to do with insurance. Okay, so what you need to know is that the instrument, the bow, and the case are insured for physical loss and physical damage. And in most cases, guys, any accidental damage, you just come back and we're going to replace it for you or fix it for you, no problems. There's just a number of things that our insurer will not cover you for. So I'm going to go through them very quickly. The first thing is natural aging. Okay, it's just that the insurer, you don't have to worry about this so much. It's just that the insurer is not going to reimburse us just because the instrument is old, for some reason. Number 2 is any repairing, restoring, or retouching or similar process. That means that if you try to repair it yourself or you take it somewhere else and they repair it and there's damage that's as a result of that, that's not covered by the insurance. Point 3 is to do with heat and humidity. So we give you some care instructions when you rent from us, which explain how to take care of it. And one of the biggest things is you want to keep it somewhere that's cool and dry. So if you do expose it to extreme heat, like by leaving it in the car, on a 30-degree day, and the instrument is damaged as a result, well, that may not be covered by insurance. So please take note of that. This is a biggie for me. Broken strings are not covered, okay, unless they're as a direct result of the loss or damage of the instrument. So if you're tuning and you break a string, then that string should be replaced at your cost. But we're very happy to help you do that and to recommend the right string. Infidelity of persons to whom the insured property may be loaned. A lot of people get confused about this word, infidelity. Basically, what our insurer is talking about here is if you lend it to somebody and they steal it, or if you lend it to somebody and they damage it, insurance is not going to cover you for that. Okay, so this is your instrument that you need to take care of. So please don't lend it to anybody else, and then that won't be an issue. The last thing is theft or disappearance of the property or any vehicle if it's left unattended and the door is not locked. So basically, if it's stolen from an unlocked car or an unlocked house, insurance is not going to cover that. Incidentally, for theft, you need to supply us with a police report in order for us and the insurer to verify that it is actually in fact stolen. So you need to know that. Number 8 is really simple. You'll get your deposit back as soon as we get our instrument back. But we're going to hold that as a security deposit while you have the instrument there. Number 9 is if it has sustained extensive damage that it's deemed no longer in a saleable condition, that at any point we reserve the right to charge you for the full replacement cost of the instrument. Now, look, I think in 30 years we've never actually had to use this clause, but basically it means is if you deliberately, intentionally, or negligibly damage the instrument, and for whatever reason insurance is not covering us, then we reserve the right to charge you the full replacement cost of the instrument. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue for you, but just means you look after the instrument and treat it with care. Number 10 is acknowledging that the condition, maintenance, and the care of the instrument are my responsibility. We do free servicing on our rentals. It's a great deal. You come by every 6 and 12 months, and we will service the instrument for free. So it costs you nothing except for your time, but it means that the instrument's going to be working really well. If you have it for an extended period of time and it falls into a state of disrepair, there may be some fees associated with getting it back into playing condition. Now, this is another really big thing. At the end of the rental period or while you're renting, you have the opportunity to have up to your first 3 months' rent credited back toward the cost of a new instrument should you choose to purchase with us. So a couple of things to note here. One is that it's for any new instrument. So you can't use it to purchase the instrument that you're renting, but you can use it to purchase any new instrument that we are selling in the store. The other big thing, and we've got it here in caps, is to say that it's not a payment plan. The rent paid does not go toward paying off the instrument that you're renting. Only the first 3 months' rent can be credited toward the cost of any new instrument. Multiple rental plans cannot be combined in order to purchase one single instrument, and this offer is not available for those on a weekly plan. That's for beginner instruments. It's not an issue because there's no weekly plans. But what we're basically saying is this is a rental contract. You're paying to rent an instrument that we own, and you get the use of it while you're paying the rent. Some of our customers get confused. They think that after they've been renting for a year or two or however long, that they've somehow paid off the instrument. Well, it's not that simple. You are just renting this instrument, and it is not a payment plan. And the final point is that rental prices are subject to change. This rarely happens, and if it did, we give you plenty of notice. So that pretty well covers it. I know that's a bit extensive, but hopefully that alleviates any concerns that you might have. If you've still got further comments, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We'd love to have a chat with you. Just make sure that we're all on the same page before you get your instrument and start playing. Okay, thanks so much for listening.